Okay, let's take a look at the stock market. These are the S&P 500 futures. Let's just take a look at the daily and the trade of the day. So first thing I want to look at is you'll notice the SMI has gotten very peaky. Looks like it wants to start to roll over. Okay, probably going to do that. All right. And you can see today the red candlestick. Now, this is the new candlestick starting for futures for tonight, which is really tomorrow's candlestick. You know, so obviously long way to go, but it's getting kind of obvious, I think. It's a little early to tell, but it looks like we got some consolidation going on here, okay? So I think what's going to happen is it's going to begin to kind of weaken a little bit here. And today is already trading for November 9th, okay? Which I think, let's see if this is right. What's today? Today is the 8th, right? So that's trading for tomorrow already. And I don't think we're going to get a big dip here in this little cycle low right here, but I do think the market will pull back just a little bit, maybe give up, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to get into numbers because I don't think it's going to be big. If it's big, that's great, whatever. But I think it's going to be just a little pullback here, just kind of going into the middle of this cycle. Might run a little longer than the 15th, but somewhere in this area, I think we're going to begin to see the price to pull back a little bit. And then I think we'll get another bounce out here. It could even be really high, okay, before we get into the rest of the winter time. So that's kind of my take on what I think the daily chart is going to do. It looks like it's definitely run into a little bit of resistance up here around 44.30. You know, it's really more like 44.10, 44.15 is kind of this line right here. I think today's high was what, 12? Yeah, 44.07, I'll call it 44.08. So having a hard time getting to that 44.10 to 44.20 area, and the very top of that is 44.30, the top of this candlestick. So far, it's been having some trouble. And yeah, right now, believe it or not, I have a position right here, short side position. I think the time is right for a little small pullback. And if I'm wrong, fine, we'll just jump out and we'll try again later. If the market does if it just stalls up here and bounces, then I'll go long. But for now, I think a little pullback is probably going to happen here. Kind of a swing trade. Might even close it within less than 24 hours if it gets profitable enough. Okay, or it goes against me and then I'll just, you know, have a stop loss in there and we'll deal with it. All right, let's look at the trade of the day. All right, here we are on the 15-minute chart for the trade of the day. The day started right here last night and runs all the way over to about right here. Okay, this little bit is already for tomorrow. Okay, should be pretty obvious the trade of the day is right here. Right smack dab right there. That was at 11:15 Central Standard Time. What a beautiful, simple trade. My goodness, so simple. Last couple of days been pretty good trading, believe it or not. Not huge movements in the market, but even with these small little days, still plenty of opportunity. Look at this. It goes positive on the SMI. Okay, the MACD kind of responds later and crosses over a little bit later, but this was the telling sign right here. Sure enough, it goes long. Just takes off all the way for about 5, 10, what do we got here? 15 total points, maybe a little more than that actually. Maybe like 17 points. So I think anywhere from about 12 to 14, maybe 15 points total you could catch out of this. So even if you got 12, nice little trade right there. Really, really easy. And there were some trades on the 5-minute chart too, but this one right to me really stood out. Let's look at that 5-minute chart real fast and then we'll finish up this video. Yeah, there was a little something here, but I don't really like this trade. I mean, it was doable. It happened like at what, 9:45 or something? Yeah, 9:45 in the 5-minute chart. But it was a lot of chop right in here. I wouldn't have traded this. Okay, it's not something I would trade. It's just too choppy. Even though the MACD really is working with us on that, you'd probably be all right. You do got to sweat it out here for like a half an hour. You know, maybe even an hour. You're kind of sweating it out to see what's going to happen. Eventually, it gives it up and you make your money. So I don't really like this trade simply because you know, emotionally you got to sit there and go, okay, what's it doing? You know. So the 15-minute chart to me was much clearer. It just was really easy. It nailed it. The 15-minute chart nailed it right down here. You know, when I see this kind of chop like this, I don't like getting into trades. I just wait. It's not worth the hassle. Okay, though that was tradable, just not nearly as good as the 15-minute chart. Got to be loving this GITIS Plus indicator, guys and gals. This thing has been really doing a great job for me personally trading and for the members as well. All right, if you like what you're seeing in this video, you want to become a member, there's a link in the description right below this video. Just make sure you read it very carefully so you don't have any problems joining. That's going to give you all the GITIS Plus indicator we looked at for the trade of the day. It's going to give you the 5-minute chart, the 15-minute chart, and the 1-hour chart, streaming chart. It's right down here. So you become a member, you can come into here, you click on this, you can just watch the streams, okay? And that's where the GITIS Plus indicator is for the members. Also, those GITIS Plus indicators, when they come up like that for the trades of the day, they also come here to the S&P 500 alerts channel. So most people are just right-clicking on that, okay? And then they can set the notifications and get the alerts as well. So even if you're not watching the streaming chart, you're busy during the day, your mobile phone could be set on alerts or vibrate, whatever, and you know you're getting something. You can check it out and see whether or not you want to trade, right? There's also alerts coming for gold, crude oil, top 30 stocks, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. If you want to get the nightly emails, and I always send out a nightly email with the S&P 500 chart attached to it. It's got the cycle analysis on there. It's got the universe indicator on there. Okay, got all the stuff that the members use to help them, you know, make their own trades. Okay, if you want that, then when you become a member, put your email address in the emails only channel. I'll pick it up. You'll get the nightly emails. Okay, there's a couple of channels here where we do some we chat throughout the day a little bit. Okay, fixed income, like today, put in a little link I saw for a bank that has a pretty good CD rate. So if you're into CDs, sometimes I buy corporate bonds, so I'll put some things in there whenever I see something that's pretty good for fixed income. All right, and occasionally I trade some currency futures. I might trade the Canadian dollar or the Aussie dollar or the British futures, the British pound. So you know that happens once in a while as well. Okay. And at the end of each day, I put symbols in here for futures, for optionable stocks, industries go in there, and some symbols for shorts. So that's just 4 files. Sometimes there'll be 2, 3, or 4 files depending on what the algorithm picks up for the day that I have. Okay, so that's what goes in that channel. So a lot of stuff here for the members. All of this inside this rectangle, including the streaming charts down here, is everything that comes with the membership. Okay, for the $7.99. You know, I got several members that are making anywhere from $100 to $300 a day, every day. They don't even think about the $7.99. Super, super cheap. The membership, if you're patient, will easily cover itself. Okay. All right. This is the only channel you can see when you come in. You'll be able to get access to if you're not paid. Okay. If you pay, you get all this. All right. So like I said, click on the link. Make sure you read the link very carefully so you don't have any problems joining. It's going to bring you to the GITIS server. You're going to click on server shop, and it'll bring you to that page right there. Okay. All right, happy trading, everybody. God bless everybody. We'll talk to you all real soon again next time.